SEO marketing was once about keywords. Now it's about great, unique, original content. Today is Monday, February 17th, and today I'm going to give you ideas on how to implement content marketing into your dental practice. Stay tuned, there's going to be a free bonus. Press releases are a great way to get your name out there on the web. A lot of docs say, why press releases, Colin? Why that specific piece of content? And what you really have to look at is the syndication network that's behind it. If you get hooked up with a good syndication network like PR Web or the little sister PR Newswire, you can get a lot of great syndication, a lot of your news article put out there across the web into a lot of different networks. A lot of different newspapers will pick it up and display it on their site and link back to yours. Google's Hummingbird update that was launched around September of 2013 really changed it. First off, it was the first complete remake of Google's search engine algorithm since Google launched back in 2001. Another interesting part about the Hummingbird update, the house and garage that they started Google in, was where they held the press release for the Hummingbird update. And that really didn't get picked up by a lot of major news sources as much as I expected it to. But the Hummingbird update, the core of it is about more why people are looking, what they're looking for, rather than just keywords. And this is something that Google's been preaching for 10 years, that they're not interested in what you're searching, what keywords you're using. They want to know why you're looking for what you are searching for so that they can deliver better results. Now, in the early days of Google, they had a very low amount of tech behind their algorithm, and people could spam or fake the search results and get displayed high for certain keywords, even if they weren't very relevant. Nowadays, it's very hard to do, what's nowadays deemed as keyword stuffing or cloaking to get ranked highly. And especially with this Hummingbird update, it's becoming more and more difficult to fake your website to Google to get displayed. What Google has always wanted is websites that are super high quality, that deliver great content, great media. Forrester research came out a few years ago. Websites with video are 53 times more likely to have a first page ranking. And that's exactly what Google's been preaching for 15 years. But with this Hummingbird update, with this complete overhaul of their algorithm, they finally have the technology behind their preaching. They can finally practice what they're preaching and enforce the rules and regulations that they want website owners to live by. What Hummingbird is designed to look for is authentic, original content. If you've ever played the game Mad Libs, where you just kind of shout things out and put words together, that kind of writing is not going to get you noticed by Google anymore. Your press releases need to be thought out, and they need to follow, the 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, why, and then how. Your press releases need to address these points if you're going to get not only exposure through the PR networks, but if Google's going to pick up your stuff and they're going to pass that ranking power back to you in the form of page rank and better ranking, they need to be quality. You can't have guys over in India writing stuff that's, half in English and half in some other language and expect Google to give you any kind of bump from that. It's just not going to happen these days. Here's 5 important points that you need to address in your press release to make them a success. Timeliness. Write about things that are occurring in the past, present, or future. Make sure that it's an event. That's what a press release is you're writing about an event that's going to take place or has already taken place. The second item is importance. And not importance to you as the dentist, but importance to the reader, your prospective patient. Why is this press release important to them? A patient doesn't care that you went and got continuing education in Trudenta or pinhole gum surgery or the Lanap laser technology. Why does that matter to them? Well, now you can save their teeth without extensive surgery as was required in the past. Now you can save their teeth with your new laser. Now you can fix their headaches and migraines. Don't focus too much on what you did or what certification you got. Focus on why it matters to the person reading. And there's a delicate balance between search engine optimization and readership that you have to achieve. It's got to be well optimized, but it also has to be readable, and it has to relay to your prospective patient why it matters to them and why they should call you. The third is prominence. It's always good if you can quote somebody important or famous in your press release. You know, if you're writing about Trudenta or fast braces or whatever niche you're in, quote somebody in the industry, and that's going to give you more credibility. The fourth item is proximity. Talk about how you are implementing this in your local area. That's going to be important not only for local optimization, having keywords of your local area, but it's also going to hit home with your readers when you're talking about their hometown, where they live, where they're from. Now they know that, you know, you're right down the road from them, and they can come and get this service from you if you're proving to them why they should be interested in what you're writing about. The fifth principle to follow is oddity. Tell me what's weird or different, or how you're different in your press release. You know, there's nothing worse than having a great press release, but it's the same as every other great press release. You know, you've got bad press releases, and you've got good press releases, and then you've got great press releases. And if you can explain how you're different, or how this is odd, or, you know, you're the only guy in your area that offers this, and here's why that's important, you're going to have a lot more pickup of local news outlets to your press release, and it's also going to have a bigger impact on your patients. Now, at the beginning of this podcast, I mentioned that there was going to be a little bonus at the end, and the bonus for how to succeed with attracting the patients you want through press releases is to syndicate them through multiple networks. PR Web is kind of the big gorilla in the room, but they don't have a dominant market share. They've got the largest, but you can look at PR Newswire and PR.com, and there's several other press release syndication sites out there that have different networks than PR Web does. And if you really want to get a dominant presence, make sure that you're spreading around your press release dollars. Same as with your online marketing, a little pay-per-click, a little organic, a little local. You know, with press releases, try a couple on this network and a couple on that network to get the best presence for your practice.